And this will be the end of it, unless we decide to do more New Game Plus. Or New Game Plus, not more New Game Plus. All we gotta do is work our way through the abyss and find the boss. So, you know, should be easy. Then we got another boss. Then we got the final boss. Dang it, like it's easy. Nothing changed. I did put one level point by burning some souls into endurance. I want a fast roll. I mean, we're using Havel's ring, but still. Hello, I'm over here. Come get me. Ugh, casters are the worst. I could try getting close. Whoop. Okay, good. I might be dead. I lived. Come on, where's my heal? There it is. You get rid of that. Too much stuff on my taskbar. Okay. Ah, get fucked. Okay, good. Bait him over, bait him over. That's one. And no, no. Aha, missed me. Okay, that's two. Whoa, okay. Oh, you jerk. Die, please. Okay. I have a poison something. Yeah. Only way to deal with a spammer is to spam back. I like the idea of the pendant, it's just not always practical. Ow. No touchy. Better heal up. Another one of those dark orb spells and I'm toast. That's a problem with spreading my stats all around to be able to equip this sword. I don't get to put as much into defense as I would have liked. It's so creepy. But cool at the same time, the fact that, you know, the township of Ulasil is now all humanity. Oh, God. Wait, get away from me, child. No. I need my sweep. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no touchy. Come on, what's wrong with you guys? You're humanity. Drop humanity. What? Crap. Here we go. Okay, again, in my sad little effort to explain to anyone who hasn't played this game before, it's the cat from the Cat Covenant, friend of Knight Artorias and Sif. Artorias came down here trying to fight. We saw what happened to him because of that. But again, this is the past, so since Artorias' gravestone was in the future, or the present, that means that somewhere around here is Sif. Ah, you're a jerk. No touchy. Hopefully it can't accidentally hurt the wolf. Hey look, same sword. Twinsies. So, I'm kind of thinking that there's got to be two swords. Artorias must have had two swords. Because Sif had one here. And here's the great shield of his. Still great shield used by Knight Artorias, who's come to the Abyss. Artorias, deeply scarred by the Abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic defense remains high. I like the fact that it's called a cleansing great shield, but I feel like it should have like an added effect. Not a bad looking shield though. I think I like the Silver Knight more. Plus, is this a... Oh, it's a great shield. Yeah, unless this has like an incredible ability attached to it. 80, 80, 87. Whoa, okay, wait a minute. 77 stability? Okay, that's not bad. Again, it just... Any great shield with not 100% physical reduction. This makes me a little, sad. Still not too heavy with it on. Anyways. Oh. See, came from there down here. Gonna get the jump on that guy who shot us before. Oh, you fell? Get wrecked. Eat that guy. Oh, I guess the fall. Well, that wasn't bad. We have plenty of decks, so that didn't hurt too bad. I guess the protection from falling there is only active for one time. I really, really like this area. It's got all those, like... I don't know. It's a good, creepy area for a big boss battle. It's always kind of a fun idea, in any sort of, like, story or whatever, to have, like, oh, they unlocked something secret. They awakened something dark and deep. And it's really cool. Oh, that's a big boy. I didn't kill you. Now you're gonna send in the little guy to kill me. Okay, there we go. Ooh, black flame. Is that also sorcery, or is that actually a pyromancy? Oh, hi. Where did you come from? Black flame. Pyromancy discovered from the dark of the abyss by a pyromancer who wandered into Olisil. Conjured great black flame in one's palm. Black flames are weighty and inflict physical damage. Okay, so there is a dark pyromancy in here. Cool. Okay. Okay, so that was the only thing down here, I think. Even with the sunlight maggot, it's really hard to see down here. Probably my favorite thing about this area, though, is the fact that at the bonfire, you continually hear freaking screams. It's like, ah! It's freaking terrifying. I love it. Ugh, I'm getting Tomb of the Giants vibes. Don't like that. Oh, there's some humanities. We're surprised none of them dropped any. Alright. How did I not damage you at all that first strike? Oh, there's a humanity. White titanite slab. It's nice they condensed all the different ores down to pretty much just titanite and twinkling. Make it a lot easier. You guys guarding something? Ooh. One more item, it looks like. Ow. I'm sad. And Soul of a Hero. Alright, okay. Well, I don't know how this will go, but 12 Estus. Let's give it a shot. Hey, Manus. Okay, that dodge was poor. Okay. Ooh, sweep. Wait, what am I doing? Where's the, That's a little hard to dodge. Oh. Okay. That sucks. Well, that was a thing that happened. Right, number one. Let us try again. Balls. I like using Ornstein's armor. Okay, I think there's a drop here that'll take us there quicker. Is that an item? Go sleep. What are you guarding there, friend? Help me! Oh, okay, that's appropriate. Oh, help me! No, I don't want to die to humanity. Better. Tap. Oh! That hit none of you guys. Okay, yeah, actually, I do like this way, because that way I can swing around and get this caster and not have to worry about being shot in the back while I'm trying to get down that pillar. Well, that sucked. That sucked less. Yeah, more endurance. Alright, where's that summon sign? Ooh, I'm a little bit argumentative about that one. I kind of feel like you missed. No, okay, that one was pretty square on. Yeah, you got me there. Where the hell is it? Okay, so this is the center. Wait, do you have to be human? Do you have to be human to summon this? I thought this was like a special one. You missed because you suck. Seriously? Yeah, it's, okay. I mean, I like the summon because it adds to the story. Oh, side jump that one. Just an angry gorilla. Okay, good. Not a ton of damage, but I'm not really worried about it. That's fine. I wonder what his resistances are. He might be resistant to the sword. Although I feel like he should be weak to it because, you know, Abyss. Alright, we'll try to become human. If that's what required, that's what we'll do. And then if I can't find it, I'll just fight him solo. Just fine. I'll just have to kind of do the same thing if it was a same thing with any other fight. I just need to remember how he moves around, and not be bad. Maybe kind of hard for me, actually. You little guys followed me? No, I don't like that. No, go away. Oh wait, yeah, there's a... Oh crap, I missed some area over here that I needed to finish exploring. First there's this, which takes us back close to where we were with Chester. Is there an item over here? I thought I saw something. Might have just been the lights right there that I was seeing. Right. Thank you, ghost friend. I will follow you. All right. Try number 3. Oof. Get out of here, ghosties. Oh, there it is. Oh, you dick. Come on. Aha! Ooh, that's the combo. Aha, Sif! I might be dead here. Come on, Sif. Get in. Noble Artori's swords. Okay, that hurt me. Manus doesn't even give a crap. He's like, what, dog? There's only you and me. Okay. I felt like I dodged that. Whoa! Sif, you were in my way, buddy. It's gonna suck. Power through, power through. Ah, too quick on the... Can't hurt Sif, can I? Ooh, that's the one where you gotta get out. Again, rolling too soon on that. No, not the dog! You jerk, I hate you. Ooh, not me either. There we go. Whoa, magic. Oh, I'm dead. Nope, I'm alive somehow. Oh, he missed me. I unequipped my sword. This is a travesty. Oh, I'm dead now. Well, I tried. Do you have to be human to try to summon Sif? Trying to think. 1 second. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't play a game for a while, you start to not know things. That kind of sounds obvious. But like how a boss moves. What do I need? I want to check to see if any of my other... Ah, I do. Way too much required. I do have you. But I think we'll go with the... Yeah, we'll go with this one. Yeah, this is shield? Kite shield? The kite shield. We'll go with the kite shield, I think. Magic resistance kind of low. We'll be able to block his magic with the pendant. Could run with this. But that makes us even heavier. Don't try it. Oh, right, humanity. Sorry. What I was doing was seeing if my sword was, like, ineffective. Like, if he had a resistance to magic. He does not. That I can see. I feel like most accurately, this is probably just one of those get good moments for me. Learn the moveset, get good. It's just... the sword shield method is pretty much the go-to, but there are some bosses where that is very ineffective. Ooh, I could be super cheesy and just bring out the spear. Kind of don't want to do that, though. Oh, I'm gonna die to humanity. Oh, the humanity. Okay, so we'll try the pendant shield block method. See how that works out for us. Because my dodging timing isn't doing really great. So we'll try this, and then if I need to, I'll switch to the different shield. Or was that freaking summon? Oh, it's over there. Stop hurting doggo. Oh, I couldn't tell where you were. Ah, that was my opportunity. Really? This is weird fighting with the shields. I've never done this before in this fight. Usually it's take big sword, smash boss. Where'd my doggo friend go? There you are, buddy. Eat him. Eat him. This is bad. Oh, it's okay. I'm doing next to 0 damage to him, but you know, it's okay. Whoa, I don't like that arm wrapped around there. Oof. Okay. Ah, you turn around in midair. Whoa, okay. Yep, I should have just stayed blocking. Why did I switch to two-handing the sword? Oh, this could be bad. Oh my gosh, the shield. Okay, we're gonna block. The shield took that damage? I mean, no 100% physical block, but still. Well, that was weird. Why you do this? I don't like when you do this. Ow. Is Sif limping? Oh my gosh. You freaking... You donkey. Keep on circling around. I didn't get the shield up in time. Ooh, dead. Not a bad try, though. Oh, no, it's going after Sif. I think I want to try that solo, though. Sif was trying, but mostly what you need, or mostly what I need whenever there is a summon in a boss fight is just distraction. I don't want them to do all the damage, take all the hits. I just want them to, you know, draw aggro a couple times for me to be able to either get out of a sticky situation or heal. Okay. Try it without the shield. I'm learning things. Like, aside from a couple of its attacks, it mostly looks like it attacks in a forward direction. Really? What are you, frickin' linebacker? Get out of my way. Whoop. Weird thing is, I cast replenishment out here, and it seems to end the minute I enter the boss room. Whoa, what was my leg doing a little jig there? That was weird. Ooh, it's a slow attack. I hate those. Okay, I see replenishment. Still working. Ooh, rage. Doesn't really give you much time to recover, does he? Oof. Can you not roll through that? Yeah. Fudge that. I was doing better with the shield. Maybe it's the fact that I can't. I could turn up the brightness. No, the brightness is already pretty much at max. Plus, if I do it anymore, it will kind of be bleached out, and I don't want to do that. But part of me, I don't know. I feel like it's probably magic. Yeah, 55. We'll just have to do it. This would be good to use, but our other shield has a little bit better magic absorption, and just in case. I think it's just because I've been playing so much Bloodborne. Oh, you suck. Go away. And shields just... Shields aren't a thing. Unless you're counting the plank shield, and, you know, that doesn't count. Has to be usable and functional. Well, technically you could use it, you know. Why wouldn't you just choose the pistol? Hello, ugly. You and I will continue to meet like this until I kill your father. Is your dad, right? Or as mad as your mom. Ooh, I'm sorry. Dang it, why do I keep doing that? Cut it out, you. There we go. Ha! Let's do this. Let's freaking go, you overgrown gorilla. Get up. Oh, balls. All right, well, worst comes to worst. Let's go back to the original. We're not going to do as much damage, but I don't care. I'd rather be able to actually hit him, because it just takes so much stamina and speed to be able to hit him. What else do I want to do? Why did I unequip that? I could have kept that on. I could take a quick look at the spear. Really? How heavy is this thing? 10. 10. Oh, with the shield? Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Either way, I'd rather do this. Oh, well, that's the wrong way. Heck yeah, measly damage time. Let's do this. We'll just poke him to death. Well... Okay, it does have a thrust attack. I was gonna say, I was like, it doesn't... 2, 3, 4. 4. Whereas it normally takes me 1. Hey, boy. No touchy. And if this doesn't work, I'm just going to take off all my equipment and go after him just with our normal sword. Because sometimes that works. Because I feel like sometimes I'm just focusing too much on like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. And then if you take off everything, it's just like, okay, you're just focusing on you and the boss. And then, of course, I could also equip whatever rings I wanted. Because right now we're using Havel's and Fap Ring. Although that will leave on. This is the bonuses, of course. Rage. You know, they said he didn't. I was looking for damage on the wiki, and it was like, oh, use a shield. And I was like, okay, I don't really do that, but I'll try. Why didn't that hit? Does he not have a hitbox on that arm when it's extended? Not that again. That feels like a grab attack to me. That's totally a grab attack. I mean, he knocks you in the air and beats you up. That's the nature of a grab attack. You're unable to move while he pummels you like fresh meat. Oh my gosh. Not again. Ugh, you is bitch. I hate you. Yeah, screw defense. All out attack. Not even gonna worry about anything else. I need to focus on his moves. That's another thing. I can't really see him. That's why I mentioned the brightness before. Like I'd max out, but I can't see that damn fast. Well, I could turn on this. Okay, we'll keep this on for endurance. What do I want? Physical? No. I could do RTSR. Wait, don't I have the Flynn? Is Flynn's ring in this game? It's in the first game, right? Or is it not? I can't remember. Poise. Nah, not worried about that. Critical attacks. Guess we'll try that. Do that. Sure, I'll keep it equipped, but I'm not worried about it. Yeah, this is the way to fight a boss. You know, actually, since we don't, we can go ahead and equip this. Yeah. It's been really weird without E3 this year. Not that I'm totally surprised or like disappointed that it's not a thing. It's nice to have like a bunch of games announced in a controlled like time period. Whereas now it's just like, oh, there's this new game, and some of them I feel like I've missed, which I feel bummed about sometimes, because I've seen some cool trailers of some games. Oh, right, I'm not gonna worry about that. Just top off just in case. Not that it's gonna matter terribly. Ooh, rage. Oh, wait, isn't this where I want to be? Shit. Ooh, I should have pulled up the pendant. You had to pull up the dark magic. I was kicking your ass, too. Man, RTSR is nice. I've seen it used. Never tried it myself, though. Just because I tend to be awful and get hit all the time. So I like to be bulky and not dead. Not a bad idea, though. But because of that, I'm curious. Where do you think? Let's check the wiki again. I'm sorry, this is probably annoying, but this is kind of how I play sometimes. Just checking out different builds and items. Seeing what works, seeing what's fun. Okay, so flintering isn't a thing in the first game. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's either attack or defense. In that, no, we'll keep doing this. I just need to get, we haven't gotten to that phase that much, so I need to get used to dodging it. Kind of a pretty big AoE. Might be better to pendant. We'll see. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Stop laughing, you fool. Man, I wanted a ragdoll physics, fling him off the cliff. Bad. Okay. Let's read his movements. Or not. Why couldn't I lock on there? That was weird. I don't like the sweep. I like the stomp. Yeah, like that. Ooh, what? That's a one-shot? With no armor, that's a one-shot? Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. This is working, though. This is working. Okay. The fact that I can see what I'm doing wrong, no, it makes me excited because I can see what I'm doing wrong. I can see what the boss is doing. I know what I need to do. You suck. Go die. Only time I get upset with boss fights and repeatedly dying is when I don't know why. It's like, wait, what? How is it killing me so quickly? How is it one-shotting me? Oh, you thought you were going to cast a spell. Too bad for you. Whoa, I thought he was still alive. Okay, ragdoll off the cliff. Go away. And there he goes. Medicine isn't even that hard compared to the next boss. Too heavy. There's a little bit of armor. Wait, that's heavier. The hell? Fine, no armor. Pure armor. Don't need to be armored. I need to be dodged. It was just my bad before because I wasn't. Yeah, that's sweet. Oh. I don't like that attack. Can you not do that anymore? That's a better one, but only slightly. Thanks for breaking the pillars. They're kind of in my way. Ooh. I know that's within range of our TSR, but I'm feeling weird right now. There we go. Ah! The freaking sweep right after that. You dick! Don't do a sweep right after that. I don't like that. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Oh, my body. Oh, your body. Nah. Just keep on keeping on. Okay. I mean, that is... Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I feel like the drop will kill us up ahead. No, what did you drop? Damn it. No, no. Dang. It's just humanity. It's just gonna be humanity. But what if it's not? What if it's something different? Have to know. Curiosity is... Oh my gosh, there's so many of you. Oh, well, that is karma for being curious, I guess. I cry. Da, 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 da. Okay, so RTSR is a shot, but it's not me. So I'll just go back to doing what I was doing and keep on trying. All right, sacrifice the crest shield to get a little bit faster. It was probably large titanite. Probably wasn't anything good. Just a large titanite. Ow. Whee! Although I do like the damage of our TSR. Double the damage, that freaking heck. It's beautiful. Oh. I don't like that attack. What? That hit nothing? Don't dodge back. Dodge to the side. Yeah, like that. Cut off the gorilla hand. Sweep. Uppercut. Stomp. Attack. Another stomp. Sweep. Ooh, shit. Stomp. Ah, again, it threw me off my rhythm. Okay. Another sweep. Another stomp. Sweep. Uppercut. Stomp. Attack in there. Sweep. Ooh, I turned around. Sweep. Stomp. Ah, again. Sweet. Oh, shit. Ooh, balls. Oh, okay. Sweep. Just heal through it. Another sweep. Okay. Slow. Attack in. Okay, there is a hole in that attack, actually. I don't like that uppercut. Oh, he debated me. I thought he was done with that one. Oh, you dick. Ooh. Really? What the heck, Manus? Slow. Wonder if I should go in for a closer attack. Yeah, no, screw that. Ooh. Sweep is probably my least favorite attack. Next to the combo. There we go. Cool. Very fun. Soul of Manus. Yeah, we saved you, but you're dead in the future. Again, I don't know how. Did she just die? Or did some random NPC or something just come along and freaking end her? Whatever. Okay, so now that that's done, we'll go back to the sanctuary. Finish up with the mushroom. See what I can do to level up, and then we face something so much worse.
I have awaited thee. Thou hast rescued Princess Dusk and rid us of that terrible primeval human. even halting the spread of the abyss. I salute the grandeur of thine enterprise. Please allow me to express my gratitude. I thank thee, as do we all.
Thanks.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us. May the flames guide thee.
Yeah, but now everyone thinks we're Artorias. It's like Artorias was so great. He wasn't that great. We did it. It was us. Okay, so another point into endurance. And now we're going to go yeah, we'll go here. Go visit a friend of an enemy. Of a friend of an enemy. Where the hell is she? She already come and gone. Damn it, I missed her. Crap. I wanted her weapon and armor. Balls. Oh well. Probably should have looked up exactly what triggered her appearance. She might have been here the entire time. Right after we got to a certain point. Point. Okay. See that we got from the mimic, and now to meet the big fella. Any items?
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorias. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid. If thou seekest to explore this domain, be wary of a black dragon. I fear thee no match for this terrible beast.
Thanks. You sell talking carvings. And your arrows.
There's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hairs to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose. There's very little. What good, but I'm... Farewell, you. Lead thy life, as thou see.
I feel like the giants are the only real cool ones. Everyone else is kind of a jerk.
Well, thou comest again. Thou art a strange one.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
There's very... But farewell, you.
See if this can trigger things to go along.
Well, thou'st come. I suspect thou hast taken a gander at it. but the dark of the abyss, which swallowed poor Artorias, threatens to devour our entire land of Ulasil. It seems that this dire fate is unavoidable, but, seduced by a dark serpent or no, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise is always one's own making. Now, do not mistake my words. I cherish my work. Wood carving is a nuanced art. I would have much to talk about with that blacksmith. In truth, how is the old chap, I wonder? Still hammering away, I should hope.
Yeah, he's alive and well.
Now, do not... Now, do not... Farewell.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I need your help with Dragon. Or if I need to run down there and let the dang thing kill me.
Well, that's... Now, do not...
Fine.
Farewell.
Go frickin' see the thing and hopefully that'll trigger something. Man, I'm upset that I missed that. Oh, there's two of you? Hey, dogs. Gone. Where's the other dog? There you are. Alright, no more. Frickin' rolled the crystal lizard's body right off the edge. Okay, that should be enough. I'm not gonna bother trying to collect those items. Not until after the dragon's dead. Forgot to rest at this bonfire. Huh. There we go. Yeah, dang it. I'm still in denial of the fact that I missed that. Anyways, the gravestone is for Artorias. It was made by his girlfriend, basically. Another one of the Knights of Gwen. She was like the assassin of the group. You can give her Artorias' soul, and she says, thank you, I have purposes for it. She gives you one of her daggers, or you can kill her. And she basically says she hates all humans, which is rude. And then you get her armor and both her daggers. I prefer that option. Then you can keep Artorias' soul and do what you want with it, which in my case, I turned it into a sword.
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing the duress?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed, even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end.
The dragon must die.
Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness?
Thanks.
I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons.
Hell yeah. Keep in mind, the guy's blind.
Yes, a truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying, knighthood's highest calling.
Cool. Thanks. Alright, now we can fight him. Otherwise, he just flies back and forth above the canyon and breathes fire on you. That's the thing. Dragons in Dark Souls, they always cheat. I don't know why, but, you know, probably because it's easy. Like, dragon breath. I gotta fight him. He's kind of difficult. I don't know if he'll be any more or less than Manus was. About the same, I do believe. But we shall see. Alright, gotta deal with the dogs. One. Two. not counting the 2 at the beginning, but since we didn't go that way, we're fine. Alternatively, I could have run, but they would have probably hit me or staggered me, and I don't feel like dying that way. All right, fast roll. We have this weapon, we got this stuff. Yeah, I just gotta work on dodging and attacking. Same thing with Manus. Gotta read those movements. If you cut his tail, he gets sword, but it's hard to hit. I would mostly want to do that just so I would be able to not get hit by his tail attack. Oh crap. That's the worst thing. Because if he gets you, he grabs you, and he curses you, and you take double damage. Ooh, the spin to win. Ah, that's a good attack. Sail through it. No, he caught me. Damn it. Oh, crap. Okay. I really thought I could get away from that. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, he missed. Okay. He's barely taking any damage. Getting started. 147. I don't like that damage. I'd like it to be more. We'll try either the Black Knight sword because it has the exact same move set as Artorias's. Or we will try. Yeah, we'll try this for a little bit. Actually, I do believe it's lighter. Yeah, like 2 points lighter. Means I could equip something that is 2 points heavier if I wanted to, I guess. But we'll try this. Check the damage. Two-handed Artorias's greatsword did 147 damage. If I had Demon Titanite, crap. If I had Demon Titanite, what I'd do is I would upgrade the sword we just got of Artorias's, because we could use that one. This is why I hate these dogs. They're just super aggressive. Okay, for this, what I'm looking out for is making sure not to get hit by his jump into the air and glide attack. Pretty much all his attacks suck, actually. I'm trying to look for all of them and dodge them. But I'm trying to think of one that's really bad. Probably the jump forward and smack you. 'Cause I'm not super familiar with that one. That's much better damage, 312. Hell yeah. Try not to lock on for this fight because of that. I feel like it's harder to dodge that glide attack of his. Shouldn't be able to glide, you bitch. Your wing's punctured. See, he's a dirty, rotten spammer. Ooh, I got lucky. Ooh. Again, got lucky. That attack right there is a bitch. Oh, crap. Ah, you son of a bitch. You get stuck in there and you just get staggered. Yeah, that's not bad damage. Try that a few times. If anything, it might be the fact that I am a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Bad at the game? Yeah, that's true, but it's a different word I'm looking for. The moveset is a little slow, on the slow side, when it comes to this boss. I always felt like the bosses in the DLC are a lot different than the bosses in the main game, just as far as their, like, speed. Like, the other bosses have, like, certain moments where, like, they'll have a bunch of attacks. Really? I have, like, no poise compared to these dogs. Whereas I feel like the rest of these guys are super, boss-wise, they're super hyper. Manus jumps around like crazy. Calamite has a crazy bunch of attacks. Artorias is everywhere, although I feel like Artorias is pretty, easier to dodge. And I guess they're not that much different from some of the moves that, Crap, what's her name? I'm blanking. Spider Lady. Well, that would have sucked to start out with. That's why I want to cut off his tail. Oh, I'm dead here. Yeah. Because if you cut off his tail, like, that makes so some of his attacks just don't happen. Or, like, they happen, but they don't have the range that they would. Spear's only a +3, right? Yeah. Has lightning and better scaling, though. I don't know. It says dragon slaying spear, but so far, it really hasn't helped us too much with any dragons. Okay, Doggo's still one hit kill. That's good. Range is pretty nice, plus it's a fast attack. I just probably have to stay locked on the entire fight. Alamite, you're a stupid dragon and I will kill you. I don't know why I'm singing. Come here, you ugly dick. That's so bad damage. Oh, I got caught. I threatened you with a long, painful death by poking. I don't know where I am. I hate your roly-poly spin attack. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's really dirty. That was consistent, though. We were able to kind of bob and weave, bob and weave. And I like the Spear's moveset. Well, mostly. I think it would be perfect if it had some sort of sweep and they weren't all piercing attacks. I generally don't like weapons when it's locked into like a single moveset. Like every single one of these attacks is just poke forward, poke forward. I think the one-handed attack is faster. And can I do... Hey, cool. Get a little bit more stamina. Could use this to block on the farther away attacks. Not really. Okay. Fire damage isn't bad. And it was double the amount of damage we were doing with Artorias' Sword, two-handed, so doing it one-handed shouldn't be a problem. Shield won't help me much, though. I'm gonna try not to rely on it. Otherwise, he'll just stagger me. I'm still gonna try to dodge as much as possible. Because if he hits me, I'll just be out of stamina and open to whatever sort of punishment. This stupid... Oof, that was ugly. Dead, yeah. Oh, I hate the way he just wombo combos you into a corner like that. You don't need to do that. I'm already dead, you bitch. Okay, that's the way we're gonna do this, though. I just need to play the game a couple more times through before I get super familiar with all his movesets. I feel like he tends to kind of spam them in different order. Because there's the sweep, there's the fire breath. He always does the fire breath after the sweep. Then he has that jump for that lunge that he does, which kind of sucks because I always misjudge it. And the shield does have decent fire resistance. It seemed to hold up. No, no. No more dodging for you. Oh my gosh. So far, it took us 1 hour plus to beat Manus, and 1 hour plus so far about to fight Calamine. What? I was out of range, you bitch. Whoa. Yep, that attack right there. That's a stupid attack. Okay. Oof. Oh crap, I'm dead here. Nope, still alive for now. Damn it! The 1 minute I took my eyes off you. Ah, that was closer though. Another reason I feel like this is harder. What's the word I'm looking for? Now, I've mentioned a couple times that I feel like this game is a lot harder than Elden Ring and Bloodborne. And for me, it kind of just has to do with the movement. Like in Bloodborne, you can, oh my gosh, you can wear anything you want. There's no equip load problems. Just dodge, 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 attack, attack, dodge, attack. You have so much stamina, even at like base level character. In Elden Ring, you can move around a lot. And same thing, or close to it. You do have stamina, or not stamina. Of course you have stamina, but you have, you do have a equip load. But it really doesn't feel like that big of a deal compared to this, to all the Dark Souls games. So yeah, I guess it just comes down to movement. I thought it was done. What? What happened? Oh, he hit the wall, so he was still flying for longer. Crap. Because I was okay, but he hit the wall, so he kind of bounced off of it and like glided a little bit more towards me. So my dodge wasn't far enough. Man. Yeah, because in this, like, you have to be either very fast or very quick or just good at the game. I feel like I'm really bad at Calamite and Manus because they're always the last bosses I fight in the game. Whereas everyone else, like, I've done multiple playthroughs, but I haven't always gone through to the DLC every time. This is working. I just need to focus more. And figure out where the, I need to figure out where the safe spot is for some of his attacks. Because that, like, spin he does with his face where he stabs you with his beak. I don't really know unless you dodge away for that. I wonder. Because every time so far that I've fought him, he kind of brings out a random attack to start with. Although, this time and last time. That attack sucks ass. thought he was going to use the curse. Oh, your stupid effing wing. Ooh. What the heck? Ah, the spin. I tried doing this once where I went through the entire game with sword shield, and I was like, okay, standard Dark Souls, parry everything, or try to, and block all the attacks, and hit him with a straight sword. And it was okay. Like, it worked fine. I think I did most of the game with just a standard straight sword. I think I was just your typical strength build. I might have eventually switched to the great sword. It's in the vault. But yeah, the guts straight sword. To try that out, but it I kind of abandoned all hope when it came to Calamite, because it didn't matter how much endurance I had, stamina, shield. He just kept guard breaking me, and then he'd just kill me. I'm fine with the damage we're doing. I just need to live longer. Which actually gives me an idea. Is any heavier? No, it's not. Okay, here's an idea. Because between this shield and replenishment, I heal pretty quickly. What? No, that's not out of range. Oh, I was in the middle of dodging too. Pain, such pain. Okay, so much for that. Let me think. All right, we're using the Black Knight sword. We're lighter, so we could try putting on a little bit more armor. Um... Okay, that gives us a little bit more protection. Okay. Just need to focus more. That's it's the most annoying thing. So I was looking at some of these older Dark Souls 1 streams, and it's so freaking annoying. But watching my own like playthrough of this game, I kept seeing, like, while fighting Sif and Seath, just so many different parts where I was like, why didn't I dodge there? Or why did I dodge there? And now I know, like, whenever I edit this, I'm gonna see a bunch of things where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm a freaking idiot. It's like an out-of-body experience sometimes when playing, because it's like, oh, I'm controlling, but I'm not really controlling. And then when I look back on it, I'm like, well, why didn't I do that? That was so simple. He was telegraphing so much. He was doing the breath attack. When you see the breath attack, all you gotta do is... Fuck you. What? Damn it, it was too close. Usually you got like a second to dodge out of the way. I hate myself. Not really. I hate cow meat. Well, not really either. I've been playing too much Tears of the Kingdom. I can blame it on Zelda, that's funny. I have been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom though. Very fun. Sorry, I keep hitting the mic. My eyes are like itchy and watering, I think it's because of allergies. I have been building lots of different things. I keep trying to make a better vehicle. Because, right now I don't have anything that allows me to call my horses from anywhere. So I'd rather just collect the resources I need to make a really badass vehicle that can pretty much travel across anything. Or make two different versions of that. Like a land one and a sea one. Or I guess I could just make a single one that flies. That'd probably be fine and cover everything. Because mobility is my biggest issue right now. Yeah, so you can tell I've been playing a lot of it. And gameplay's a lot different. Actually, I wish your movement was a little bit closer to this in Zelda. Maybe they are more than I think they are. It does have parry and lock on. for giving me a shot at your tail, I guess. Nope. Shut up. Please die. Okay. A little bit RNG, a little bit me just being stupid and not paying attention. And Calamity Ring, which gives us the same ability that he tried to curse us with. Infinite suffering. You just take more damage from all sources. Hey, good. All right, well, we will be able to level up again. And with that, I think it's about time we end this game. Holy crap, that took so long. Oh, I hope Gwen doesn't take as long. He usually only takes long if I try parrying, because apparently I can't parry him. Because I suck. Let's go ahead and... I think I gotta switch everything because now we're heavy. Oh! Still late? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't want to go there. Who cares about that? Yep. Just till, about our victory. Still say those look like penises.
Thou hast defeated Calamite, wondrously played. Lord Gwyn's blessing upon thee. That beast will never take to the skies again.
Yeah. Gwen's next, actually.
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 80 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At thy twilight, the old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. Ah, this great bow, I shan't need it, but no dragons to hunt. I know not if a human could even operate it. But here, thy need outweighs mine.
Cool. Thank you.
Now, do not mistake my words. I cherish my work. Wood carving is a nuanced art. I would have much to talk about with that blacksmith. In truth, how is the old chap, I wonder? Still hammering away, I should hope. Now, do not mistake my words.
Bye.
Farewell.
I think it's like, what, 50 strength to wield the bow? No. Oh. Oh. What? That's nothing. Heavy, but this bow is larger than even those used by the famed Dragon Slayers. Only their leader Gao had the strength to handle it. Great bow used by Hawkeye Gao, the Overlord Gwyn's 4 knights for dragon slaying. I never really thought about him and the giant, but they must have been really good friends considering you get the Hawk ring from that guy. And he's the Hawk. Okay, can I wield any sort of shield? Really? That's enough to set us over? Something slightly lighter. That's not enough. Not that I guess it terribly matters where we're going, but still. Shut up, you. Okay, Daughters of Chaos, The Abyss, Dark Moon Tomb, Chamber of Princess, Honor Londo, Sunlight Altar, Firelink Shrine. I think that's everything. I would go see how Onion Knight is doing, but we checked where he was supposed to be, and he was not there. So I don't know where he is. Yay, you're still... Oh, wait.
Well, I see you made it. Yeah, I have my... Oh, yeah, I think I'll be pleased. Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure here. A flame. While it...
Sure.
Goodbye then. Come back.
Do we have any other items or souls that I want to... Manus, Guardian Soul. Guardian Sanctuary. Let me check real quick. Is there a thing you get for killing them? Not what I meant. Is there a weapon you get with their soul after killing them? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you get a whip if you cut off its tail. What about its soul? Oh, okay. Nothing. Though I don't think we'll be able to consume enough to actually... Manus... Check Manus. I think you just get the Manus Catalyst. No, I don't want the strategy. He's already dead. Just show me what he drops. Soul of Manus. Ah, okay. Okay. Looks like we can trade that to Snuggly. So I'm not worried about that. Either of these will be enough to level up, or we're going to be able to upgrade a gear. Upgrade some gear. Might be enough between this and... Ooh, yeah, never mind, never mind. Ah, fudge nuggets. No, wait. Wait.
No, I'm
Wake
fine.
up.
I'm fine. Well, I am pleased. Is it?
Here. Endurance to be able to equip more or attack? Go with attack.
Then
Yeah. Just eat me. And spit me up. Okay. Yeah, we're all green and wrinkly. All right, let's freaking do this. I feel like no matter what Souls-like game they make, they always gotta have an area like this where everything kind of merges together. All right, I'm gonna see if I can parry you. I like it. I just wish that was a kill. Ah, I thought he was gonna drop the sword. Oh wait, no, I think we have it actually. We might have gotten it. Now I've gotten on a different playthrough. I did an entire playthrough with it. I like it except for the fact it's slow. Power kind of makes up for it, I know, but I just have a problem with weapons that aren't like super fast. Missed that first one. Hey, your shield, thanks. Cool. How much better are you than what I'm wearing? You're heavier and you're worse. Though you do have nice poise. I guess that makes sense. Ornstein was one of the chosen knights. Ooh, right. I don't think you can parry the jumping attack. Hey, we got the freaking axe. And last one has the glaive. Ah, shit. It had to be the last one. It's like one of the best weapons. Ah. I think the glaive might be my favorite. Although when I first got it, I hated it. I just like the fact that it has really good reach. I think I like the sword moveset a little bit better, but I like the reach of the glaive. Oh well, this gives me a good chance to practice my parries leading up to Gwen. Another one. Just curious. Just a second, sorry, sir. I forgot my vitamins at home. Can you give me a second to run back? Okay, this isn't even a one-shot kill either. That's fine then. Yeah. I just want to stick with this even if it doesn't have as much power. Because we're a faith build, damn it. Okay, first attack is going to be a jump. Never mind. All right, round 2. I'm coming for you. Hey, I think we've gotten everything now. All right, and we're stalling. Here we go. Yeah. Dang it, he threw me off my rhythm. He's so easy to parry and yet so difficult. I could have just kept going. I panicked. Usually what happens all the time, no matter what boss. I've been thinking about it a lot, and even though I'm a little hesitant, I think we'll go ahead and do a playthrough of Dark Souls 2 after this. I just like the idea of playing through all the Dark Souls games again. It's been a little while since I've done all of them. And there are some parts of Dark Souls 2 DLC that I have never done. That was a little bit awkward. We both got stuck on stuff. Thing with this sword is that it's good, but super heavy and slow, right? And then the strong attack is just throw whatever's in your way out of here. Is the one-handed swing slower? I guess it's pretty much the same, but that seems slower to me. Ooh, I like that attack. I have no excuses. I just suck there. Big L. I wasn't trying to do anything. I just honestly thought he was not going to do a combo. 3-hit combo. Balls. Shut up, Framped. I hear you back there. Fucking shit. Stupid snake. The thing. Him and his brothers, they up to no good. Keep talking shit, tricking people into doing stuff. People do the stuff, then they die or become trapped. Or end up owing lots of sales tax in Orlando. That's a little bit bullshit. I just ran into you. Oh, I guess he did a little jump. Still. Was I too slow? I thought I could get the critical attack two-handed. I know nothing. Oh, you turn in the air. That's a really bullshit move. Bye, guys. I'm gonna go kill your boss now. Bye. Or die again. Damn you, you bitch. You're supposed to get caught on the rock so I can heal. He's not hard. I'm just bad at the game. I'm trying to do something I've never tried to do before. I've only recently started trying to parry. Before that, it was just like, I can't do that. That's too hard. I'm just gonna run around and dodge everything. But I started playing Sekiro, and I really like Sekiro. And because of that, I've gone back to the other Souls games and started trying to parry, except for Bloodborne. Bloodborne doesn't count. I've always parried in Bloodborne because it feels easy and natural and normal, and every other game is different parry-wise. Bloodborne is best. Yes. Go away. I don't want to fight you because I think you're ugly. Whoa! I think they take that insult seriously. Oh, they're both chasing me. This is extenuating circumstances. Tippy toe, run away. Tippy toe, don't follow me. Tippy toe. Ah! Oh! Okay, that's fine. You guys fight each other. The other one said you're ugly. Oh, crap. Wait, is there one of you? Sorry, your friend left. Thank you for dying. I appreciate it. Ooh. Okay. Son of what? I don't understand. I don't understand what is happening. You're not difficult. You're a bitch. Everybody else in Anor Londo says so. I just get stabbed through the screen by a great fire sword. We know that guy. He used to stream. Yeah, he got killed. It was a weird circumstance. His TV turned into fire. Or monitor, console, PC. Yeah, like a giant fire sword like exploded from his PC. It's really weird, yeah. Freak accident for sure. No, they don't know how the fire sword got in his PC. It just kind of happened. I like how my ankles bend when I'm running on a hill. Makes me feel very comfortable. Didn't want to circle, I wanted to run. We're not dodging shit. Let's just do what we can. What? Balls, dick, shit. Fuck. Language. Sorry. I'm just frustrated. Yeah, screw it. Let's do this. This is what we should have been doing the entire playthrough, is be heavy like this, because, again, my idea of Paladin is giant person, or not giant person, it could be any shape of person, but person, heavy armor, and hard-hitting. Carry you to make myself feel better. Who has good defense, great offense, and heals with magic. Do. Right in the balls. Dang it. There we go. Bye-bye. Hi, King now, bitch. Now the end. Let's be let's be appropriate attire. What was our armor to start with? We had this, and I think we had this to be a freaking paladin. A goblin paladin. Looks perfect. All right, here we go. Why do we have Gumby fingers? Good song. I have to skip it because it's freaking copyrighted and I don't want to get in trouble. And now... we begin again. All right. And that is Dark Souls Remastered. This has been a blast. If you watched this entire way through, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed going back to this and playing it. I sucked. But that's kind of the point, right? That's the thing. Anyone gives you shit about dying in a Dark Souls, give yourself as much shit as you want. You shouldn't, like I do myself, but, you know, no one should give you shit, you know? But dying is part of the game. It literally is. In fact, certain quests require you to die a bunch of times in order for you to get certain endings in certain Souls games. So never feel bad about